Welcome to this week's episode. Today we are going to look at two topics. The first is accessing small cash sums from your pension pots, and two, cashing in your entire pension pot, and some of my thoughts around these important subjects, including taking money from your pension as and when you need it. So under pension freedoms, you can now use your existing pension pot to take cash as and when you need it and leave the rest untouched where it can continue to grow tax-free. For each cash withdrawal, normally the first 25% is tax-free and the rest counts as taxable income. There might be charges each time you make a cash withdrawal or limits on how many withdrawals you can make each year. With this option, your pension pot isn't reinvested into new funds specifically chosen to pay you a regular income, and it won't provide you for a dependent after you die. There are also some tax implications to consider with this option. Your pension pot reduces with each cash withdrawal. The earlier you start taking money out of your pot, the greater the risk your money is going to run out. What's left in your pension pot might not grow enough to give you the income you need to last you into your old age. Most people underestimate how long their retirement is going to last for. Your pension pot reduces with each cash withdrawal. The earlier you start taking money out of your pot, the greater the risk your money could run out. And what's left in your pension pot might not grow enough to give you the income that you need to last you into your old age. Most people underestimate how long their retirement will be. The administration charges for each withdrawal could eat into your remaining pot. And because your pot hasn't been reinvested to produce an income, its investments could fall in value. So you need to have it reviewed on a regular basis. Charges will apply and you might need to move or reinvest the pot at a later date. Once you take money out of your pension pot, any growth in its value is taxable, whereas it will grow tax-free inside the pot. Once you take it out, you can't put it back. Taking cash lump sums could reduce your entitlement to benefits now or as you grow older. 3/4 of each cash withdrawal counts as taxable income. This is added to the rest of your income in the year that you take that out. And depending on how much your total income is for that tax year, you could find yourself pushed into a higher tax band. So if you take lots of cash sums or even a single cash sum, you could end up paying a higher rate of tax than you normally do. Your pension scheme or provider will pay the cash through a payslip and take off tax in advance, called pay as you earn. This means you might pay too much tax and have to claim the money back, or you might owe more tax if you have other sources of income. Extra tax charges or restrictions might apply if your pension savings exceed the lifetime allowance. Currently, that's £1,073,100 in tax year 2021, or if you have less lifetime allowance available than the amount that you want to withdraw. If the value of your pension pot is £10,000 or more, once you start to take income, the amount of defined contribution pension savings on which you can get tax relief each year is reduced from £40,000 to a lower amount of £4,000. And if you want to carry on building up your pension pot, this option might not be suitable. If you die before the age of 75, any untouched part of your pension pot will pass tax-free to your nominated beneficiary or estate, provided the money is paid within 2 years of the provider becoming aware of your death. If the 2-year limit is missed, it will be added to your beneficiary's other income and taxed in the normal way. If you die after the age of 75, any untouched part of your pension pot that you pass on, either as a lump sum or income, will be added to your beneficiary's other income and taxed in the normal way. So let's look at the next topic, which is cashing in your entire pension pot. Now, without very careful planning, you could run out of money and have nothing to live on. You could close your pension pot and take the entire amount as cash in one go if you wish, Normally, the first 25% is tax-free and the rest will be taxed at your highest tax rate by adding it to the rest of your income. Once you've taken all of the money, your pension will close and you won't be able to make any further payments into it. However, there are many risks associated with cashing in your entire pension pot. For example, it's highly likely that you may be subjected to a significant income tax bill. Opting for this approach also means that it won't pay you or any dependents a regular income. And without very careful planning, you could run out of money and have nothing to live on in retirement. If you are planning to put the money you take into savings or other investments, you should compare and think about how it will be treated for inheritance tax purposes. And if you are considering taking your entire pension pot, you should first obtain professional advice to understand the impact on you and on your financial situation and on your family's situation. 3/4 of the amount you withdraw is taxable income, so there's a strong chance your tax rate will go up when the money is added to your other income. If you exercise this option, you can't change your mind. Also remember, this option will not provide a regular income for you, your spouse, or any other dependent after you die. For many or most people, it will be more tax efficient to consider one or more of the other options for taking your pension. Taking a large tax sum could reduce any entitlement you have to benefits now or as you grow older. For example, to help with long-term care needs. Cashing in your pension to clear debts, buy a holiday, or indulge in a big ticket item will reduce the money you will have to live on in retirement. And another consideration is that you might not be able to use this option if you have received a share of an ex-spouse's pension as a result of a divorce, or if you have certain protected rights within your pension. Your pension scheme or provider will pay the cash through a payslip and take off tax in advance via pay as you earn. This means you might pay too much income tax and have to claim that money back. Or you might owe more tax if you have other sources of income. Extra tax charges or restrictions might apply if your pension exceeds the lifetime allowance, or if you have reached age 75 and have less lifetime allowance available than the value of the pension pot you want to cash in. That's it for this week's episode. Join me next week to look at blending your retirement options. And don't forget to drop me a message for the topics you want covered next.